Hello and welcome to Cox Local Edition on CNN Headline News. Thanks so much for joining us. I'm Catherine Falk with Cox Communications, and we are honored to have Congressman Gerry Connolly join us today.
Great to be back with you, Catherine.
Absolutely. You're in your second term in Congress now.
That's right.
And serving the 11th District. What is the 11th District?
The 11th District is most of Prince William County, sort of the central part of Fairfax County and Fairfax City.
And so it's really all the way from Wolf Trap in the north to Lorton and Newington and Springfield and West Springfield?
That's right, and all the way out to Haymarket and Gainesville in the west.
Wow, huge district. I know before you were in Congress, you served the area in a capacity as chairman of the Fairfax County Board of Supervisors and actually spent 14 years there. Yep,
14 years on the Board of Supervisors. Great opportunity to make a difference in the community. I really loved local government.
Yeah. Now, tell us about the committees you serve on in Congress.
I serve on two committees. I serve on the Oversight and Government Reform Committee, which sort of has broad responsibility for all of the operations of the federal government and federal employees, very important to our district, and on the Foreign Affairs Committee.
Great. I know that one of the most important issues to people in our area is really transportation. And whether it was at the Board of Supervisors or now in your role, you've been such a champion for that. Tell us about the biggest project going on in the area, which is Rail to Dulles. What's the status of that? And there have been some issues that have come up recently.
Well, Phase 1, which goes from Falls Church to Wheelie Avenue in Reston, is going very well and under construction now. It's on time and on budget. And in about another year and a half, that we'll see rail running to Wheelie Avenue in Reston. Phase 2 runs from Wheelie Avenue in Reston out past the airport in Loudoun County. And right now we're trying to get our arms around the cost of that project. And there's a working group led by Secretary of Transportation Ray LaHood to bring down almost $1 billion in cost. And I'm very confident we're going to be able to do that.
And what's the timeline on completing that, or is the cost still up in the air as far as how it'll be completed?
Well, we have to get buy-in from all of the stakeholders, and right now pretty much there is a broad consensus with a couple of outstanding issues, and I'm confident we can reach those. The federal government is going to put some new money on the table in terms of backing some bonds known as TIFIA bonds. That's really good news for the project. We've been able, I think, to identify $1 billion worth of cost reduction measures, and that will be good news for toll road users because we don't want that burden on them. The one party to the talks that has yet to put something on the table, ironically, is the Commonwealth of Virginia. So we're hoping the governor and the Secretary of Transportation for Virginia will also pony up so that we can ease the burden on toll road users.
Great. I know you've also been so involved in your former role and your current role in BRAC and the effect on the Fort Belvoir area. Tell us about the status of that and the jobs moving into that area.
Well, there's sort of good news and bad news about BRAC. The good news is we've been able to secure $150 million of federal money to help ease some transportation improvements. We were able to complete the Fairfax County Parkway with an additional $60 million of federal money. That's really good news. And so there'll be some improvements. I've been able to get some language in the Defense Authorization Bill that allows the military to actually look beyond the base for other kinds of infrastructure improvements to ease the traffic burden. The bad news is, of course, the Mark Center building is just in the wrong location. We warned the military about that, and they went ahead with it anyhow. That's going to be a real problem managing this fall.
Great. And I know there's a lot more information about that on your website.
That's right.
And we'll post that on our screen. But you love to hear from your constituents as well.
Absolutely. And we're doing town hall meetings, and the last telephone town hall meeting we had with 37,000 people participated.
That's great. Congressman Gerry Connolly, thanks for joining us on Cox Local Edition.
Thank you, Catherine.
And thank you for joining us on Cox Local Edition. Have a great day.